Hello, my name is Father Michael Kostick, one of 3 newly ordained priests who gratefully serve the Diocese of Rochester. I am honored to be able to introduce the theme for this year's Catholic Ministries Appeal, We Are God's Helping Hands. Again, this year, the Diocese of Rochester needs your helping hands to fund critical ministries and sacramental programs that nurture and grow the spiritual lives of more than 300,000 Catholics of all ages, and to enable diocesan-supported agencies to provide compassionate assistance to an ever-growing number of people in need across our 12-county diocese. No doubt you've heard the expression, out of the mouths of babes. Well, for this year's video, we called on some youthful insight across our diocese to help us better understand the importance of being God's helping hands. We hope you enjoy this inspiring and at times entertaining video, and that you will prayerfully consider a generous commitment to the Catholic Ministries Appeal. God bless you.
Why is it better to help people?
If someone was didn't have a house or anything, you can help build a house for them.
If they need food and you have some, you could give to them so they're not hungry.
A lot of times you don't tend to think about what other people go through. You just think about what you're doing.
If it was you, would you want someone else to help you? Instead of just leaving them and just saying, oh, they don't need it.
We've been so privileged with all the stuff that we have. Some kids are born into poverty and don't have any of the opportunities that we do. So we have to utilize all that we have to help them.
Can you tell me any ways that you've all helped people, whether it be at home or your grandparents or around here at school?
We were in Detroit after a baseball game. I saw a homeless man, and I asked my dad if I could have 25 cents or $1. So he gave me $1, and I gave it to the homeless man.
There's a boy at my school that is not the most fortunate kid, and he wears some ragged clothes and doesn't have a lot of money, so I sometimes buy him snacks and stuff.
I saw a little girl who came in flip-flops. She must have been 2 years old, came in flip-flops that were too big for me to wear. And that just makes you sad. I wanted to go home and cry. I actually went out and used my paycheck to buy her a pair of flip-flops. But you just want to help.
Once you realize how lucky you are, then you want to give more.
He loved us so much that he sent his only son, and his son died for our sins, which is quite a great help, in my opinion.
When you help someone, you get this feeling that you're doing something really good, and it's a really amazing feeling.
God is in everyone, so it's like if you're helping someone, you're helping God, and then God will fill your hearts with love.
How many of you get an allowance? How much of that allowance would you give back to help people who are in need?
A little less than half.
Why a little less than half?
Because if you were trying to get a bike, it would be expensive, if it broke or something. All of it.
All of it?
At least 110% of it.
So you'd give more than you actually had. Wow. What if we didn't help people? What would the world or our local community be like?
The world or the community could be a very terrible place, since no one would be, in a happy mood because no one would do anything.
It wouldn't be what God wanted it to be.
What would you tell your parents and your grandparents about the importance of giving to help people?
Hey, there's poor people around here. Please just give up your money.
Giving back is a great experience. If you haven't done it before, do it. I encourage you to do it. It's the best thing you can do. If it's time, if it's money, if it's your talent, anything you can do can help your church and can help your community.
Well, the diocese it's huge. It stretches all the way to the border of New York, and they do a great job. They have a lot to cover, and they can't do it by themselves. So they need our support.
God has done and is still doing so much for us in our daily lives, and the least we can do is to be involved in our church and give back for him and help other people that we're all like made in His image, and we're all God's children, so we should all help.